Here at AR, about to hit some chest and arms. Got to start out by taking care of this tendinopathy in my elbows. Obviously, this doesn't cure anything, but helps reduce the pain and helps me adapt to the load a little quicker, get a little warmer faster. What I'm doing is just adding some biofreeze to my elbows right around the joints. And then I'll throw on some light protective sleeves, not full-on lifting sleeves. But with these and the biofreeze, it'll help heat up in the elbow there. Get some warmth into those tendons so that they can hopefully stretch and not hurt under the loads. One of the great things about AR is that the music is always great. So even when I leave my headphones in my school backpack, still got some good music to listen to while I lift. Starting the day with incline bench. It's biomechanically, scientifically, etc. not a great lift for me, especially with the AC joint separation, all the issues in my shoulders, but I've always loved incline bench, and I've noticed that when I take incline bench out of my workout program, I just really don't enjoy doing chest day as much. So we have put it back in, nice and light at the beginning, just kind of get my stretching, my warm up, and then we'll move and put the actual work in on later exercises. Something else I'm trying to do is not be quite as strict about my form and like a textbook definition, and allowing my body a little bit of leeway to do what it kind of wants, because I know everyone's different and not everyone fits that textbook shape. And I do have a feeling that trying to force myself in those textbook shapes has been a contributor to a lot of my injuries. That and trying to do loads that I'm just not meant for, not ready for. Doing loads that my muscles were ready for and my tendons weren't, because I don't really train for strength. So I'm trying to listen to my body a little bit more. These reps aren't perfect from a textbook form, but they feel good. It's not hurting my shoulder, it's not hurting my elbow. So that's what I'm trying to listen to more, is a little bit more of my body. Take the information from the science, take the information from my body, combine them, rather than being one or the other. I'm gonna throw in my EAA Plus, keep myself hydrated here. I've also kind of been out and about running errands all day, so I have not had a meal recently enough, at least definitely not with protein in it. So I did have a coffee with some sugar before this, but I haven't had protein in a while, so go ahead and keep those amino acids free flowing through my bloodstream, so that way I can get home and eat and not really be behind on my protein there. When we enter catabolism at the end of a workout, working out is catabolic, it breaks down tissue. So I'm going to say where I'm catabolic, I don't have the ingredients to build back up. It's not great. So putting these EAAs in there, making sure I at least have the essential ingredients that I can't produce, hopefully use the other ingredients that my body can produce, and prevent losing muscle and actually maybe gain some. So that's where the EAAs come from. Are they essential? Actually, if you're eating what you need to be eating, technically no. But the electrolytes are great for you. And for those times where you miss gaps between meals, maybe miss meals, things like that, it's good to have this in your repertoire to make sure that you're doing everything you can to make up for any misses. Plus, they're delicious. I've got the grape ones sitting at home waiting for me. Forgot to bring them. I'm super excited to try those. Exercise 2, we have what I think is the greatest machine fly of all time, the Arsenal Strength Machine Fly. Just a warm-up set. I'm going to do a set here with you, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do a drop set after. Whew. That's great, yeah. So I love about this machine. It's actually not quite enough space to load 45s. You only load 25s, but man, they work. And you can load 4 to 5 25s on there, which is great for doing drop sets. So we'll go ahead and add a third 25 to each side. And we'll get a nice little drop set going there. Then we'll move on to exercise 3. Okay, I'm cooked here. Let's go ahead and move on to exercise 3. All right, into some decline cable flies. Make sure we get a nice big grip on these. Shoulder blades still back like a press, chest up, deep breath in. Breathe it out as you squeeze down.
Again, it's where the elbows go, not the hands.
Woo, getting a big stretch there. Let's check the pump so far. Not too bad for the first workout since Saturday. Definitely have not been on point with diet or sleep. Trying to get back in the swing of things with school after the wedding, so not too upset with it. Also not done with the workout yet. All right, last exercise for chest. We're gonna do just kind of a barely above neutral fly, kind of like a high neutral fly, so elbows just below shoulder height. Again, shoulder blades back, deep breath out as you squeeze. Bring the elbows together in front, try not to lift your shoulder like I just did. Right there. Whew. Again, bringing back a lot of the ways I used to train. So I was getting great results and having fun, and wasn't hurting myself until I started powerlifting. So one of my favorite things I used to do when I did a lot higher volume than I currently do, I'm a little reducing it, but I would do 2 sets each of a decline, incline, and flat after I did all my pressing. So changing it up a little bit lower volume, but still bringing back some of those movements. Really enjoying it. Another classic staple in a lot of people's workouts. We got ourselves just a nice easy bar cable curl here. Elbows tight, squeezing all the way out. Jeez. I think some WD-40 would kill these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just take my wrists out of it and see if I can't reduce that squeaking, but it doesn't seem like it wants to stop. Another fun advantage of the sleeves, getting free BFR. BFR is blood flow restriction. So you would add the little straps around here to keep blood in. It's been shown to help with increasing hypertrophy because it increases the actual swelling during the exercise and because you have more nutrients due to that swelling. Also been seeing a lot of recent studies help improve with a couple recent studies even help with concussions in young athletes because it improves that blood flow and gets that circulatory system going better. So really cool stuff. If you're into trying BFR, I would definitely recommend it. I've tried it before when I've had elbow and shoulder issues. I do think it helps if you can stay consistent with it, which I just never do. As I'm sure you guessed, supersetting those cable curls, some cable tricep extensions. Me personally, I like the V-bar. Feels a lot more solid than the rope, so I feel like I can really isolate into my triceps instead of it putting a whole lot of work into my forearms. I don't even really need to grip because I can just push right down to that bottom plate. So I can really just focus on keeping my arms where they need to be and squeezing that pressure through my triceps. Another 2 rounds of that superset. We'll do another superset. And I'm gonna be cooked. Alrighty, last exercise with biceps. We're gonna go ahead and do some 21s, some easy bar 21s. And before you guys get in the comments saying, "Ooh, why don't you just do 21 reps instead of doing the 21s?" Because I want to do the 21s. I know it doesn't really make a difference. I know they've done the studies. Here's the thing. I enjoy it. A lot of you guys enjoy being wrong about a lot of things. If you get to do that, I get to enjoy my silly curls. Besides, the way I do them is not the way most people do them. Most people do 14 curls, technically. So they'll do 7 full reps, then 7 bottom, 7 top. The way I was taught on my wrestling team is you do all 21. 7 full reps, 7 half reps, and 7 half reps is 14. Then you do another 7 full reps at the end, like a fucking man. Let's go. Ooh, goodness gracious. Oh, I shouldn't have talked shit. Let's go. Come on. I'm gonna cheat. Cheat curls are fine. Ugh. Jesus. Woo. Okay. We're gonna go down for the next one. And our last exercise for the day is gonna be a seated dumbbell overhead tricep extension. First guy I ever got a program from, Josh Breedles, went on to be in the NFL, WWE. I was a celebrity trainer out in LA. Point is, he called these muffin tops. When you raise your hand up over your head there, you risk raising your shirt and showing your muffin top. So that's what I've always called them. I think he and I are the only ones who's ever called him that, besides the clients I've taught. So if you're unfamiliar with muffin tops, you're here. Try to keep your shoulders level. Let that arm come behind your back, and at that point, you can let the shoulder move a little bit so you stretch the tricep and back up. But try not to lean into it this way or that way. Keep a nice tight core. If anything, don't sit back on the bench there. Try to keep your elbow pointed straight at the ceiling. I have no idea how many reps I've done, so I'm just going to do 3 more. And call that 10. Other side. I'm not going to count the reps from the right arm. If you want to do it and put it in the comments, please do. I'm going to do another set of each of these, and then I'm done. I'm heading home. So I'll see you guys next time.